hope you're all well, and I hope you've got some better news like we had last night here in the UK. It's going to be a long old stretch, but we're getting there, aren't we? We will all get there, I'm sure. Right, so I'm going to do another pattern review for you today, and I've got to be honest, I've been making these for the last 3 weeks, and it's been very traumatic. I don't think I made anything that wasn't a struggle, but still, I got there in the end, a little bit longer than I thought I would be, but hey ho, I'm here. So I'm going to start, I'm not doing a pattern review on this one, but this is the iconic McCall 7969 that I think the whole world has made. I managed to get onto Google and there I am wearing this dress. But isn't it lovely? I love this pattern. I've made so many of this pattern, at least 7, some for my daughter as well. And she's only small. My daughter is like size 8, I think maybe even smaller. But it suits everyone. I put pockets in it and I just love it. Fabric is from India. I buy a lot of fabric from India in the summer because they do the weight of cotton that I like. Okay, and I will, in the descriptions below, I will put for you any information I can on where I purchase my Indian fabrics from. So let's get on, shall we? Let's see what's first. Excuse me. Right, so first one I'm going to show you is this. Now, on the 4th of February, it was my husband's birthday, and I just get fed up with going through Amazon looking for stuff to buy for people, and I remembered that I'd bought some sweatshirting. Okay, so here we are. Here's his lovely sweatshirt or hoodie, whatever you want to call it, and the picture should come up above so you can see him in it. Yes, so this one was Burda 6718, and a very, very easy make, I did it in no time. I've also made a tutorial, well, a sew along for this one, so look out for that, and that will be up on my channel very soon. Okay, so not a lot to say about this really. The only thing was that he really likes a drop shoulder boxy sweatshirt, but I couldn't find one anywhere. I just got fed up with looking. So in the end, we ended up with a raglan sleeve, but he prefers the drop shoulder. He likes a looser boxy shape. Yeah, so that's that one. So next I want to share with you something that I got very excited about, and in fact made 4 of actually. I'm not a t-shirt type of girl actually. I don't wear t-shirts, mainly because they come straight down and they just don't look right on me. So but I had made some things, like namely some overalls and a pinafore dress that needed something quite tight underneath it. So I was so excited because I found a free pattern from DIBY Club, and it's anything but basic t-shirt pattern. All right, it's a free pattern, and I'll put the information in the descriptions below for you if anyone's interested. And yeah, so this is from a size 0 to a size 20, although I have to say that on one of mine that I made, I only made a size 16, and I work on my high bust, upper bust here, which is the measurement of a 42, and so, or 41 I think maybe, but I made one a 16 and one 8 and 3 18s I think. Right, so this is one I made. Now it's a lovely pattern because they give you 3 necklines. All right, so there's a crew neckline, and then there's a middle one, and then a scooped neck. So this is the middle kind of one, and this is a cotton. It's got a bit of lycra in it. It's very, very soft. I'm not Not sure. I've never seen it before really. But anyway, that's one. Okay. Two. I own, by the way, if you haven't seen before, I'm actually just using what I've got in my stash. All right. So anything I find, I'm using up because one can't carry on like this, keep buying and not using up what I bought 40 years ago. So there you go. And 2, 3 and 4. Okay, this is a very see-through one, and obviously I'm not going to go walking out with just a bra on underneath it. I would only wear this if it was under a pinafore or something like that. But lovely pattern, recommend it, free pattern, so thrilled to bits with this. Okay, so now next I'm going to show you something quite exciting as well, and I'm going to show you what I've made which goes with this t-shirt top. I have made some socks. Look at these, aren't they exciting? Now, I have done a sew along to the t-shirt pattern because I don't have a cover stitch. Now, I know a lot of you, you're getting a bit of a state about turning up hems on stretch fabric. Well, I can help you with that. I'll show you what I do actually, and that's what my tutorial is about. Right, so I'll show this closer to you. Right, so I fold that over there, but I do the same thing on the sleeve here. No cover stitch needed. I'm not buying a cover. I used to have a cover stitch actually, but I couldn't get on with it. And so I on the bottom as well, I do the same. Look, I just overlock a band on the bottom. Fabulous. Okay, so have a look at my my sew along for the t-shirt. Right, so next I'm going to show you the socks and stockings. They come in several sizes, and they are by Going Rogue Socks. Okay, by Wolf and T. All right, so here we go. Now, what I've also done a tutorial for this one, or a sew along. So if you've never made socks before, or these over knee socks, you might like to have a look at that. The only thing I can say about these is they fall down, because they're not like normal socks where you get a nice stretchy ribbing, are they? And then you put the elastic inside, but I think next time I will use a non-stretch elastic on the inside, so it grips onto your legs and doesn't fall down like Nora Batty, if you remember Nora Batty. Okay, so they're fun, and as you can see, these match the top, which was quite fun. Whether I'd wear them together, I don't know. Okay, so next, what have we got here? Oh yes, this is divine. Well, not without a lot of alterations to it. Now let me tell you, this pattern is Willow Overalls from Pipe Dream. I've had this quite a while. I used a lot of black because I seem to have accumulated a lot of black in my stock. Okay, now these look amazing now, but when I first made them, they come right down here. They show everything. They show your knickers, and it was even too low cut for a top to cover it, because the top would just come out and show, you know, maybe young people like that sort of thing where they expose everything, but not for me at all. So what I did here, good old cotton lycra again, I put, can you see that? I put a cotton lycra piece in there. Okay, they are brilliant. Now what size do they go up to? Let's have a look. They go, now 53 hip this goes up to. I don't know, I think it would go up higher than a 53 hip, quite honestly, but I don't know, but it does go up to a 53 hip, and I have to say they are lovely. The legs, you can see the picture of me in it above. Okay, so that's that one over and done with. Right, this one. Now this one is Simplicity 8944, and I have done, which one did I do? I did View, none of them actually. My combination is not there. I did the crossover front, so it's A really. So there we go. It's A. But I didn't do the handkerchief. No, it's not A. It's, oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's A, that one that I did. Okay. Now, and this goes up to, what does it, XL. So XL is 46 bust it goes up to. Now, because I'm a big gal at the top, I have to do a full bust adjustment. This pattern was quite tricky. I did everything I could to stop it from pulling here on the crossover, but despite the fact I did a full bust adjustment and I took the gathering out along here, because the thing is, when you do a full bust adjustment, those that do one will know that it actually makes it wider. All right, so it makes it wider at the bottom here, and that got rid of the gathers that were here, but that was fine. But it was a bit of a struggle to get it to fit, but I do like it. I like these pockets. Look at those, aren't they snazzy? Okay, so that's what I made there. Now this one here, this is another one of my favourite things to make. Now I've got to say, and I don't want to disappoint you, that I don't have a pattern for this, because I actually made this pattern myself quite a long while ago, and I've made it many times. It is just superb to wear this. Look, it has, this comes out here, but it just falls, and if you tuck it in, you can actually use it as a pocket. Yeah, you just have to believe me, I think. You can actually use it just as a pocket. I wear a very simple slip underneath it, but I love this. Now, another tutorial I'm going to do, because I love to decorate necklines, all right? And I've got 4 or 5 different ideas that we can do. These are velvet, by the way, with a little bit of diamante. It is kind of for that special occasion, I suppose, but you know, when we get back to going on holiday, and I like to cruise occasionally, that will do for that. That will be fabulous. So another one, so these are 2 here. Right, so these are, I didn't make these recently, but I just want to show you what I mean about doing something around the neck. It makes it so much more special. Here, look at this one. This is another idea that I do. I stuff the middle of pieces of fabric. I'll show you, so keep looking. I haven't recorded that one yet, but keep looking, because I'm going to do it fairly soon. And here is the this one. Okay, so I made the pattern for this. However, I also make this one. Okay, what's that? That's Simplicity 8911. This has a very similar shape to mine. Okay, so, and there's another one on there, Vogue 1552, which will also, which is also a similar shape. But you can actually use any pattern that fits you at the top, as long as you shape it like this. It's so easy. If you've got a nice pattern that you like the fit of at the top, then just cut it like that from under the arm. Okay, easy peasy, goes in at the bottom. Right, easy peasy. Okay, so here, now I need to tell you about this. Oh my goodness. What do I think of this? Yes, all right, it looks okay. But I just don't get it at all. Now, this is the pattern that I used. It's Vogue 8930. This one. So I don't know about you, but what I always do is I always go on Google Images. If you want to know what something looks like with someone wearing it, go on to Google Images. Excuse me. Because you get a better idea than with a drawn picture on the front of an envelope. So I had a look at several people wearing this coat, and I thought, it looks awfully bulky, you know, and when you're quite big at the front, big stomach and bust, you know, do you need a bulky thing? And I couldn't make out why it would look like that. It didn't look right on anybody. But by that time I'd already got the pattern, and then I discovered why. Let me show you. I've done quite a lot of different things to this. Let me show you. Right. The whole of the front is doubled. Can you imagine if you were using a wool and that was doubled? Can you imagine the bulk would go around you? I mean, seriously, it goes XXL, size 24 to 26. But I thought to myself, you know, what I was going to use, there's no way that I would have used it. So what I did, I didn't use any interfacing on it. It didn't need interfacing. But this was huge. The collar is so huge that it actually doesn't go anywhere. Do you understand what I mean? I like to put a coat on and I know what I'm doing with it, but this, and I actually took this in 1.5 inches, all right? This does look quite spectacular. When I'm going to wear it, I really don't know. But what I've done also is, look, I've bound, rather than turn that in right the way around, I decided to bind it with a satin bias binding because I just figured that it wouldn't look right if it was turned in. I just didn't think the look would be right. So I'll also put in the description below, I will also put there where I got this material from, this fabric from, because it is quite spectacular. But I was a bit upset that I wasn't able to make a coat. I couldn't find a coat anywhere, a coat pattern that I wanted to use. Like my husband, I like a drop shoulder. This is a drop shoulder, okay, it is a drop shoulder. But this, no, I didn't really want all of that. It's too big. I looked everywhere for a drop shoulder pattern. Now, I'm doing these pattern reviews for you. I don't see the point in me making a pattern. I can do pattern cutting and I can make patterns, all right? But I cannot see the point in saying to you, look at this, isn't this lovely? And you can't make it because I made the pattern for it. So I go in search all the time of things that I want to wear, and sometimes I just can't find them. So I've got some fabric that I showed you last time, which is, yes, I must show you because I'm going to, I'm still in search of a pattern for this because it's so beautiful. It is wool, it is so beautiful, and I don't want to ruin it making something. God forbid, can you imagine what that coat would have looked like if I had this 4 layers of it in front of me? Double layer there, a double layer there, crumbs. I just don't get it. I will also put a link to where I got this fabric from because, you know, I'm all set to go here to make this coat, and when I found the right pattern, I've been everywhere. So if anyone sees a pattern for a coat which is a drop shoulder, and I like it boxy and with a shawl collar, but not like that shawl collar on there. Anyway, let's get on with the next thing. So almost my last pattern to show you is this one. Now, a friend of mine made this dress and I always did like it. I'm not sure if it's right on me or not, but anyway, I do like the dress. Probably the fabric. I've added some pockets in here somewhere. Oh yes, I put them in too low, that's right. put pockets in. They should have gone up about 6 inches, so I don't know what happened there. So this pattern is Simplicity 8926. 8926, there we go. I'd probably do it again in some nice lightweight fabric in the summer a bit later on. Right, so almost all from me, and I will be back. I will make up some more things. The other fabric I've still got to use is this. I've got an idea for it. It's a thin knit, single knit. That's on the agenda too, to get that done. Right, so almost end for me. Now here, something else I love to do, which I would like to help you to make. I like cutting up knitwear, okay? And this is a bag that I made. You find these in the charity shop. Find yourself a knitted sweater, which has got something nice at the front, something interesting, something you can cut out to make a bag. I do all sorts of different bags, knitted bags. There's a nice zip inside. I will also do a tutorial for you making these bags when I get a chance. Anyway, listen, that's all from me from now. Thank you so much for joining me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss anything, because I've got so much to share with you. Okay, and don't forget to look out for those sew-alongs which I've told you about. Okay, see you again soon for more pattern reviews. Got lots coming. Bye for now. Bye.